Stop! Turn down your music! I need to do my YouTube! Mom! Mom! Turn down your music! Thank you. Hey, good morning, everyone. Comment Telly-Vu, how are you? Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. Hey, my chart went away. Hang on. I know you can't see it. Where'd my charts go? What the hey? Hang on, I gotta boot my charts. No, now they're on the wrong screen. Great. All right, hang on. Almost there. There we are. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of reducing our risk by planning our trades in advance. However, with that being said, let me remind you that trading's risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never, ever, ever risk money you cannot afford to lose. My name is Wayne. My friends call me Sir. Let me know how I can help. Technical, fundamental, trader psychology, it's all fair game. We can look at 1 minute charts, 5 minute charts, 15-minute charts, hourly, 4-hour, daily. Therefore, we could talk about position trading, carry trading, swing trading, day trading, intraday trading, scalping. Hey, just let me know, man. Been doing this for decades. I know a few things. Okay, so you're the boss. I am a humble foreign exchange trader. So if you don't ask questions, I babble. Cool. So anyway, let me know how it can help. I'm happy to share. There's 5,000, maybe 6,000 videos associated with my work on YouTube. I do live streams every day, and I have been for 20 years. And you're like, Wayne, YouTube's not 20 years old. Yeah, well, I used to use conferencing, VoIP, voice over IP conferencing software. Back in the day before there was even such thing called a live stream. Yeah, Jim's like Hotcom. And actually, was that my first software? Maybe. That may have been the second. But yeah, so anyways, look, I've been doing this a long time. So if you need some help, some guidance, some feedback, I'm happy to help. I welcome you to join my community, which I've been running for 20 years. It's fxbootcamp.com. Training videos and a community. It's not very expensive. The people are awesome. You will learn. I promise you that. It will be extremely helpful. So FX Bootcamp. If you want to try, if you prefer reading as your modality of learning, or you want to try that before you join FX Bootcamp, you can buy my book, Strategic and Tactical Forex Trading. It's a good title because it tells you exactly what's in the book. I also invite you to use TradersWay.com, a boutique foreign exchange broker that has a good, ethical business model based on a symbiotic relationship with you. They provide a service that is superior to most. You get a lot of promises through advertising by other brokers. Ultimately, Traders Way is the one that follows through with their actions. Okay, so anyways, fast execution speed, narrow spreads, huge swaps. Yeah, those are all things that you need from a foreign exchange broker, and they do that. Many promise that, and maybe they're doing that. I don't know. I know Traders Way does do it, so that makes them unique. But also, The way that they run their business has been tested and proven multiple times through exogenous shocks in the foreign exchange market that put other brokers out of business, big brokers out of business. And Trader's Way has been absolutely, totally fine. And that's not something that you can put in a banner ad like, hey, we don't trade against you. But maybe they should. So anyways, click the link, don't click the link. Go incognito if you want so nobody tracks you. Fair. Go to tradersway.com on your own accord. Oh, Raymond. Hey, good to see you, Raymond. Yeah, so Raymond's been focusing on support and resistance. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Make sure you use price action and pivot points to do that, and it'll improve. Also, the use of a 4-hour is incredibly important, even if your trading decisions are being made on a 5-minute chart. David says, how do you handle breakouts on a daily or hourly time frame when you're on the 5-minute? Your strategy should be based on like the daily, for example, David. So the question to me seems backward. So you would not drop into a 5-minute until you know what's going on the 4-hour or the daily. Okay. So a potential scalp in the near future is, let's say, sell it off the future 4-hour 21. Okay. So I actually spent 1 year focused on the 1-minute chart. And what I learned by doing that, and by the way, the reason I did it is everybody knew at that time, this was many years ago, everybody knew, it was common sense, that you can't trade on the 1-minute chart. It's just noise. So I tested that theory, and it's somewhat true, but not totally true. And I realized through testing and measuring and adjusting and testing and measuring and adjusting, testing, measuring, and adjusting over a course of a year that you can trade really well on a 1-minute chart and a 5-minute chart. And I even did 2-minute chart and 3-minute chart. 5 minutes, great. My favorite actually ended up being 3-minute, but 5-minute is fine. 1 is still a little choppy. But nonetheless, what I learned is that I got the best results when my strategy was based on the 4-hour and my trades were based on the 5-minute. Okay. Dan, good morning, Dan. What news are you waiting for? I'm waiting for the summary of economic projections, but that's not for 3 weeks. Well, Dan answers that. I'll do the poll. What Friday news are you waiting for? Oh, is that right, Jim? Interesting. What news are you waiting for on Friday? Okay, so anyways, risk off, good. I think that's about right, yeah. Neil Kashkari said, get ready for the median dot plot to rise. That's a week from now, Dan. So I think you can get a trade in before that. Tidal Wave wants to look at USD Kitty CAD. Okay, sure. Are you a bull or a bear? While you do that, let's shift over and take a look at how the world is working. Okay, this was updated 10 minutes ago. Let me refresh it. I think I answered the question, right? Dan, go ahead. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Weekly jobless claims? All right. See, now it's updated. There we go. As of 8:16 a.m. New York time. Best performer to the upside is USD yen is up 0.5%, by USD rand by 0.5%. Oil up 0.44%. Look at this. A yen up a third, a yen up a third. Okay. Very interesting. CAD and Swissy. But again, dollar strong, dollar strong, dollar strong, dollar strong. Okay. I know we don't have a dollar index, but it looks pretty strong. Now check it out to the downside. Dollar strong, dollar strong, dollar strong, dollar strong, S&P 500 down. Gold down. Does that fit the model that I've been preaching for the last several weeks? David, it's easy. If it's broken to the downside, you sell a rally. It's not complicated, David. You cannot sell low, so you have to sell high. Okay, ideally a lower high at some form of resistance. Easy peasy, man. But you're putting a lot of focus on a 5-minute chart. I just pull the trigger and I'm done. I probably don't look at it again. Think of it this way, David. If I have a chart set up on a 4-hour chart to sell at a particular price, then I drop into the 5-minute to figure out what time I will sell at that price. The 5-minute gives me my trigger. Let's say it's a 5A cross. I sell it, I've dropped my stop, and I'm done. I move on. So, like, I think you're overplaying the 5-minute. But if let's say this was a 5-minute chart, let's just say this was one, and then all of a sudden it made a big move like this, how do I trade it? Well, I'm going to want to, I want to sell it here, I want to sell it here, and I might want to sell it here. So what? You said something about using a limit order. The best thing is to then maybe put the limit order here on the roll reversal. Okay, put your stop probably about there, and you're done. You're like, how do you put the stop there? I use a tool. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's called auto stop. Boot campers have it for free. Okay, and you say my stop loss is 33 pips. My take profit is 333 pips. That's my standard operating procedure. So I have a happy face, which means it's turned on and it's running. So, David, if I said, let's change the number here. Let's say I say, if price comes up here, I want you to sell. And if it did, it would put a stop 33 pips above and a limit 333 pips below, and I'm done. So, like, you're spending a lot of time on your 5-minute where I don't spend that amount of time. I just use it to pull the trigger. It's no big deal. Like, that's the easiest part of trading, in my humble opinion. And think of it this way. People with no strategy can trade the 5-minute chart all day. They just don't make any money. Easy peasy. It's fun. It moves a lot. But most of the time it's irrelevant. Okay? Some people try to trade the ripples on the water. I'm the one throwing the giant boulder in the lake. So I'm much more interested in the giant boulder than the ripples. So again, your logic here is sometime in the future, that 21 will be a little bit lower and a little bit to the right. So my strategic plan could be, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying this is how you'd plan it out, like this. Okay? So now on a 5-minute chart, I wait to get somewhere near this price. And when price gets near there, I know I want to sell. So let's say it's 18.20. That's my price. So I drop into the 5-minute and I say, where's 18.20? So you can do it this way to get horizontal properties. I can go 18.20. Oops. Okay, to get precise. And let's say that's where I project the 4-hour 21 to be. Okay. Now, it's not there now. I'm guessing that that's where it's going to be in the future. Okay? Cool. So now my job on the 5-minute chart is wait for a bearish setup. And I suspect it's going to happen higher. Okay? But it could happen now. Okay? Not sure. So now I wait. Okay? I might have missed it. It might have been this shot up in here. But now I'll sit here, David, and I'll wait. Okay? And when I'm ready, so let's say I want to sell that 5A cross. That would be it. At the New York Open, it's the right time of day. That might be the thing I'm looking for. Or I might want to wait for the 21.55 to cross back down. That's fine. There's a lot of things I might want to do, but I know the cool thing about all of this is I know I'm a bear and I know I'm going to sell, and the whole thing is based on the 4-hour chart, which is right in here. Now it's a moving target. You have to aim in front of the sprinting deer. You have to aim in front of the sprinting rabbit. If you shoot at your target, which means the 4-hour 21 is probably closer to here, you'll never hit it. Because what'll happen on this 5-minute chart is it'll do this, and tomorrow, after all that time passes, because these are lagging indicators, you'll look at this chart and you'll see the 4-hour 21 is here. And you're like, how come I didn't sell there? How come I didn't see that? Well, because when you actually sold it, it's up here. You have to shoot in front of the moving target. It'll be here in 24 hours. So it's a bit tricky, right? But this is why now all you're doing is price action. It's the easiest part of trading. Kindergarten stuff. The stuff you should be learning day one. The problem is many people only do this and they get inconsistent results. Okay? It's because they're missing a big piece of the puzzle. Okay? My target on this is down here. You can see, Now, for those that are in my day trading group, they know that I'm in a big decision process right now. And so what's happening in the moment is actually quite important. Okay? Quite important. Cool. So the question had to do with USD Kitty Cat. Let's first check the indices. Okay, dollar's strong, CAD is strong. So why would I want to trade that? Well, you'll say, but Wayne, it makes fundamental sense. Oh, okay, smarty pants. So let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, it's a buy. Cool. Cool. But is it a buy today? Was it a buy yesterday? Was it a buy last week? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so let's get off here. And we'll look at this. And what do you think? Is this an amazing market opportunity to buy? Well, we already knew this yesterday. Okay. That buying at 136, which is about 20 pips ago, was the trade plan. We actually did this at the New York close yesterday in the day trading group. And we already know the challenge above us. So today you had two choices. Okay. Buy on here irrelevant of the resistance. Okay. Or let it break, because it's actually not going to go that high. It should actually look like this. Okay, your trade plan for today is exit around 137.30 to 137.50. Then it drops back down to maybe what would you say, 136.5? Because this is going to come up today. If this happens, see, you have to understand what your indicators are doing. You have to know the math, in my opinion. So this will move up. If we go up here, this will be here tomorrow. So even earlier or later today, you might even have one of these scenarios for Friday's trade. So once again, I have to make a point. Do not log into New York and plan today's trade. If you don't know what's happening today, you've already lost. So you should already have this kind of planned out. I mean, literally last night we did this. Okay. So fundamentally, this makes sense. Okay, yeah, you can be long this. If you're short this, I don't know. I can't talk to you right now. I don't. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So we have to drop into a 1 hour. What do you think of this now? You see? I did all right. Okay. Again, we covered this in the day trading group. I don't know why you don't want to join. Okay. Look, it's all drawn out. It's already happened. Okay. Cool. Look at it. Up into the European session, right? London open. London boys take it down. And we've already hit today's target. Do you see that? We're logging into New York. We've already hit the probable target. And other traders are going to log in and say, oh, pound dollar's is down today. I guess I'll sell. You're already a day and a half late on the trade. That's where amateur traders go wrong. They log in and they entered a trade they should have entered a day and a half ago. So be careful. Be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Anyways. Cool. Okay, so have fun with that. See where it goes. The aggressive target is 119. And after that, you're going to have probably hit some chop. Euro dollar. Yep. Yep. All right, so it's falling. We should sell it today, right? No, today's already done, son. Okay, so you should be focused on tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, and it kind of looks like this. So later today, mostly likely, we'll find some level of support. Then we'll find some level of pullback. I'm going to put it this way. And so. Okay. So I zoom in. Let me show you how to put this trade together. Do I buy at the daily 21 or do I sell at the 21? Thank you, Denise. Do I buy at the daily 21 or do I sell at the 21? What should the Wayne do? Please advise. Okay. This is how you scalp, by the way. You're like, that's the price. Okay, great. Let's scalp it on 15. Okay. Okay. So, yesterday, not today, guys. This trade is based on the work you were supposed to do yesterday. So again, an amateur trader is going to sell now because it's falling, and they will lose money. Doesn't bother me. Okay, cool. So it's more like, when yesterday would you have sold this pair? Bearing in mind, this is the price you wanted to sell, and selling is best at that price. It's the holy hand grenade. Okay, this is the daily 21 EMA. This is what I was saying regards to David's questions on the 5-minute. Okay, if you can't do this, you're going to be inconsistent. I don't care how good your tactics are. Okay? You're going to be inconsistent. And over a long period of time, by inconsistent, you'll have more losses than wins. It's just a matter of time because you have no strategy. So you could be really good on price action. Great. It's a good skill. We all need to have that skill. But if you have no strategy, you're going to lose. You might lose quick, you might lose slow, but you will run out of money one day. Okay? So instead, since we have the daily 21 here, now you're like, when do I sell? When do I sell? Lower high, lower high. Okay? Here on the London Open, here on the 21.55 cross. When? Okay. There are so many entries here. It's a disgusting. Okay. There's so many entries there. If you had a trade plan, you would have taken it. Now, like, if you're not watching euro dollar, I don't care that this is euro dollar. What I care about is you did your analysis ahead of time. You found your support and resistance. Like Raymond's working on that. Great. Because if you can't figure out support and resistance, once again, you're not going to be able to trade. Okay? Then, so that when you do daily or 4 hour, in my book, I call that strategy. Remember my book, Strategic and Tactical. So what I'm talking about here on a 15-minute chart is just tactics. This is not you observing satellite data or AWAC data, remembering what you learned at West Point and coming up with the strategy of how to engage the enemy with most favorable probable outcomes. But instead, this is you kicking down doors. Okay? Cool. Tactics. And whether you're trading a 15-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, a 1-minute chart, a 3-minute chart, what I found after trading for an entire year is that I do well when my strategy is based on the high time frame. Okay? That's my form of scalping. And it works. Okay? So going back to David's questions, like, David, I'm worried if you're spending too much time on the 15 and the 5. So like for me, if I'm like, I'm going to sell the daily 21 and I decide to sell at the lower high or another lower high or the break or the, the retracement or the 21.55 cross, whatever it is. Okay? So you take the shot, drop the stop, and I'm done. And I move on, and I don't look at it anymore. Okay. The 1 hour, yeah, I'm sort of in between on the 1 hour. I mean, you have to understand the context in which you're doing your analysis. Am I going to be in this for 3 weeks? I don't care about the hour that much. Am I going to be in it later today and out today or tomorrow? I call those pissy little day trades. Only 100 pips profit. Jeez, criminy. Okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. We can kick it off the one. Usually it's that the daily, we're rocking so hard on the daily 4 hour and the trend is so strong technically and fundamentally that it's hard to it's even hard to get pullbacks. Okay, all right. We'll squeeze a 1H in there and see how we play it out. Sure. But yeah, I mean, it's all just information. Remember, they're all correct. It's what you do with the information that's relevant. Okay, I feel like I spent too much time on this. This is basic stuff, guys. If you like it, join FX Bootcamp. You will not be disappointed. In fact, I think for almost everybody, it'll blow your mind. And I don't think I'm exaggerating there. I know it sounds like hyperbole. But I think you'll start and you'll love the stuff where you're like, oh, I'm learning about this and that, like technical analysis. And I think it'll provide what you expect on the technical analysis. But then when it comes to fundamentals, and, like I said, when you're doing the monetary policy course, within 4 hours, you're learning how to manage the balance sheet at a commercial bank. Like, oh my God, you're probably not expecting that. Right? And all of a sudden, it's like next level, knock your socks off. And I'm charging $88. Okay? Okay. Now, I don't know how you feel about that. Some people think I'm a scumbag or I'm so cheap that I'm doing all this for the 88 bucks. I'm like, no, I'm charging only 88 bucks because I want you to do it. But then other people take that like, well, it's some weird cheap thing. So you'd be happier if I charged you 1,000. So, but you know, I honestly believe if I charged you $1,000 for the course, it would be worth it. That's how I feel. That is my honest opinion. And I'm trying to use 88 bucks to be such an unbelievable deal that it's foolish not to take it. Okay? Yeah, well, David, it is fractal geometry. That's what it is. It's right. So like one example of fractal geometry is an image. So imagine a picture you take with a camera, but imagine every pixel in the image has the full amount of data. Okay? And what does this chart here tell us? The price and the time. Now I have some algorithms that do some math, in particular statistics, and then paints pretty colors. But if I change from a 15-minute to a 4-hour, it's still just price and time. And running the algorithms to give you things like moving averages and pivot points. And then I go to a week and it's still just time and price. Price and time, price and time, price and time. And the algos don't change. The price doesn't change. The time doesn't change. Okay, this is worth 105.92 on all time frames. You can zoom in as close as you want. You can go out as much as you want, but it doesn't change the price and the time. Okay? Okay? Yeah, Bumpy, why weakness? Yeah, at the end of the month, yeah, you know, there's rebalancing that needs to take place. Okay? Yeah. Cool. Here's an example of a leading indicator, ladies and germs. Okay? All right. So we're up here, and these colors were already on the chart. You see that? They were there on the very first day of February. And on the very last day of February, we touched the chart. We touched that color. And the color means up. So Bumpy says, why? Is it profit taking? Well, green means up. And it's there to tell you, if you're a bear, take profit. So you tell me, what happened here? How do you interpret that, Bumpy? How do you interpret that? We knew it 28 days ago. The central pivot? What do you mean for re-entering? That green zone is not a central pivot. That green zone is the pivot profit zone. Oh, you're talking about some. Oh, sorry, David. You're on a different. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, the other trade plan that a bear would have here, because remember, a bear would sell, either you were ready to sell it at the top or you sold it here. It's very, very, once again, very basic trading. And then you're supposed to exit here. And I spent a lot of time training this month. In particular, I've given multiple examples on dollars and yen pairs of when you're supposed to take profit. Cool. Then what could happen next, or generally happens next, is that a bear would re-enter at this price, or they would re-enter at this price. Okay, and that's that. That's it. I know it's too easy. You don't want to believe it. But girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't blame me. Blame it on the rain. Blame it on the stars. Anyways, you do you, man. You do you. Statistically speaking, price tends to move toward the new projected. I'm not following you, dude. Right on, Gregors. Good morning. Yeah, the sun rising, huh? Where the heck are you? Oh, you must be not Kitty. I guess Kitty Callie, huh? Greg's out west somewhere. That's cool. I was thinking about moving our. Speaking about the sunrise and stuff like that. I'm thinking about moving these live streams either early or later in the day. I was thinking about, I'd like to, my kids are getting older, and I thought I should start cooking them breakfast every morning. I did that for a while, quite a few years ago. I thought this is sort of my last time in my life where I'll be able to do that. So I thought I need to, unfortunately, I start right when I would need to be doing that. So if you have a preference of, should I go back to 7:30 or even earlier, 7? Should I go to 6 in the morning? Not later though, huh? 6 a.m.? 7, 6? I don't know. It'd be cool to then go up and, cook my family breakfast. Is that right? You guys prefer earlier? Look at you guys. I mean, that's just straight up boom. Look at you guys. Well, Bernd, I already do that. That's what this time frame is, Bernd. Yeah, look at that. You guys are like, yeah. Well, shoot. I was afraid to ask. Yeah. Yeah, burned out. Okay, 2 hours. Family time value. Yeah, well, we all have to make our investments, right? And think of it. It's a trade that I don't want to miss. Right? Look, I mean, these things come and go. An opportunity to just cook breakfast for your child or children. What an amazing, even if it's just 20 minutes. What an amazing 20 minutes, huh? So cool. Yeah, I'll keep you in tuned. Meaning probably one day I'll just start at 7. No email, no nothing. When am I going to have a time to send an email and write an email? How about when I start at 7, you'll get notified. Subscribe. Okay? David's like, now you see there's an inside month. Yeah. Okay, now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we just hit today's conservative target. But you should be able to read this chart and know that 19 is the number, that there's 33 pips likely in this, but we are on support. I mean, you cannot argue that. Support, 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 support. But what the trade, see, this is just a day trade. Again, I don't know. Many of you are in the day trading group, but you should know that what I teach says sell here, exit here. That was the day trade, but we set it up not today, we set it up yesterday. Yesterday. Okay, look, and I drew it, and I said it's going to come back, and you sell it, and the target's going to be down here. Great. Cool. So that's how you day trade, by the way. Look, right at the London Open, boom, shalaka-laka. I kicks the pips like Stephen King writes. Horror. Cool. And now put it in the context of a position trade. I set this up February 1st. No. No. So all we need now, okay, is this. Watch. Down, up, down, up, down, up. See, it's tightening. Top, da, 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 ba, ba, wah, wah. Inside month means no higher high, no lower low. See? Okay, so the month of February did not make a lower low, and it did not make a higher high. Okay. Okay, Mubarak? I think I'll also make the live stream shorter. All right, wait, we already did that one. Sometimes I forget what we're trading or what I've covered. Get back to metals. Okay, so maybe a re-entry today on palladium. Okay, remember I took profit on this trade down near here somewhere. but I trained everybody that I'm supposed to be doing it somewhere in there, but whatever. And so what I talked about, I believe last night in the day trading group, that I'm still a bear, but not now, because we still have positive price action. But I could today, if I was aggressive, and I don't know if you're aggressive or not, an aggressive bear can start what I call cutting the corner. And even though this is, see, technically this is bullish. You see this? Double bottom, higher high, higher low. Okay, that's your hammock entry. Okay, do it again. Higher high, higher low. Once again, easy entry. This is very bullish. Unless you're a bear, of course. But if you're a bull, yeah, that's easy. But if you are looking at a higher time frame and you're a hardcore bear, you're actually setting up next week's swing trade. Oh, yeah, by the way, today we have our swing trading group meeting. So I'll see you guys at 4 for that. And this would be one of the trades that I'd probably point out. Okay? That's what I would do if I was me and I was a bear. And so I could be cutting the corner today trying to get into this trade early. My number right now is, somewhere between 1830 and 1850. Get short, jam a stop, take a walk, let it run. Okay? It's important. My super secret fundamentally based alert service, my motto for it, as I've been thinking and planning and thinking and planning and thinking about the psychological importance. Okay? Remember, do you buy a Ferrari because it gets good gas mileage? Or is there a psychological aspect and an emotional aspect? Well, I think the psychological and emotional aspect of my super secret fundamentally based alert service, it has a lot of really cool tools, bells and whistles, but what is the point? What is the raison d'etre? It'll help you let your winners run. That's it. Oh my God, if that's the only thing it did, it's worth an absolute fortune. An absolute fortune. So if you're like a sniper, ready, willing, and able, and you're already a bear in here, not only does it help you prepare to set the trade up, and then it helps you manage the trade. So now you're in it for 2 days, and it makes yet another lower high, lower low. And after a scenario like this, you stay short for 3 weeks to 3 months. Oh, yes. Yes, Lucas. I did. Maybe today. So anyways, if all it did is you get yourself into this situation, now you got a profitable trade and you're trying to decide, okay, you're up 80 pips. Should you take profit? And you say, no, this one's worth 800 pips. Then it's a 10x, man. It's a 10x. Okay? Oh my God. If that's the only thing you did. Okay? And not, right? And based on statistical analysis of macroeconomic data, but a comparison. A comparison of macroeconomic, right? Fundamental macroeconomic data. And it just says, look, gold is going to be weak, dollar's going to be strong, stay short, hold short. Boom. Cool. Thank you, Maida. Got message loud and clear. Coolio. All right, well, I guess that's it. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Have a wonderful day. Remember, if you're in my day trading group or my swing trading group at fxbootcamp.com, I will see you today at 4 p.m. And I'll try to keep that meeting less than 3 hours. And for those that I emailed the other day, can we try to meet together today? Just respond to it, my email. What time before 4 o'clock can we meet? Okay. Yeah, just honestly, 5, maybe 8 minutes of your time today. For those that I emailed, there's a few people I emailed. If we can just meet for 8 minutes today, yeah, awesome. So, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May our profits be above average. Hey, that just happened.